Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Happy New Year 2021, and it's an exciting time, at least in the equity markets. I think everywhere else it's just a mixed bag. We've got a lot of issues as a country and as a world fighting this virus. Yet stock prices keep going up, and I think we're going to have a really good year in 2021 as well, as far as the equity markets are concerned. But we'll likely have a pretty good, pretty meaningful correction, and that could happen, at any time. So you want to be prepared for that. We think the best way to prepare for something like that is to hold really good stocks, and when the market pulls back, you can add to those positions. And then we think that, going forward, you want to look at sectors of the economy that may outperform and position your portfolio accordingly, knowing your risk tolerance. So having that right asset mix is important too. And we still adhere to the idea that owning certain stocks for long periods of time is the best strategy in both good and bad markets, and so that has played out really well for folks over time. And if you look at some of the great investors of our lifetime, they talk about that. Warren Buffett talks about that. Warren Buffett talks about only having 10 or 15 chips that you can bet in your lifetime on stocks. He says chips, and then picking those stocks and holding on to them. And if you look at his success, he's held a lot of stocks that he's owned for very long periods of time. It's just a question of picking those right stocks. And again, it's looking at the economy, kind of overlaying maybe Peter Lynch's methodology on top of that, which was, he ran the Magellan Fund for all those years, and he was really about, looking at the economy, looking at people's behavior, and looking where they're spending their money, and look at the technology people are using, and then trying to match that up. So, sort of a combination of those two, I think would get you pretty far in setting up a successful portfolio. And if, we can be of assistance with that, certainly we'd be interested in helping you. We really look at the overall planning for our clients, including assessing their estate planning, their asset allocation strategy, their tax planning, and then of course their risk management. So if that's something you're interested in, we certainly would be open to helping you with that. But even if that doesn't work out for you, I think listening to our videos and kind of understanding our approach might help you rethink what you're doing, and hopefully it'll help you refine your strategy that you're implementing. I think, like I said, based on my experience, 2021 is going to be a good time. It should be a very good market to make money if you know what you're doing. And it's also going to probably have some volatility, so we expect that in our approach, and we use that volatility as an asset to try and add to positions, and just know that it's going to come. Just know that there's going to be volatility. But again, going back, we said eat pie when they're serving pie, and right now the markets are serving pie. It could change in a New York minute. We could have the runoff elections in Georgia could go the wrong way, and from the market's perspective, and we could have a big sell-off. So there's going to be events like that, but really at the end of the day, when you look out, it's what earnings are going to be in Q3 and Q4 of this year, and right now the stock market's saying those earnings are going to be good. So if that's the case, you want to stay long. So again, thanks for listening today. A little longer video to start out the year. I hope I didn't lose you halfway through. For those that made it to the end, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.